Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. We are back with another episode of The Canadian Cricketer. And today this episode is going to be very special because the player I am introducing to you guys is born and raised in Canada, played all his cricket in Canada and became one of the best batsmen in the country. He can hit the ball outside the park, any part of the game, and bowlers around the country fear when he's batting or he's on the crease. Yes, I am talking about none other than Rayyan Khan Pathan. Hey Rayyan, how are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. Assalamu alaikum. And been seeing your show everywhere, so I finally stepped into the pod.
Ray, I am. It's pleasure to have you on the show. So let's start talking about cricket. But before we talk about cricket, let's talk about Rayyan. Who's Rayyan Khan Pathan? Rayyan, uh, um, tell us about yourself.
Rayyan is just a kid, like every other kid, that grew up loving a sport, that put in the hard work, and alhamdulillah ended up where he wanted to be, and hopefully there's more to come. He's a hard worker, dedicated to his craft, a good brother, a good son, and most importantly, a good friend to everyone.
Right. Ryan, I had opportunity to play cricket with your brothers, both of them actually, and you. Everyone plays cricket in your family,
Yeah.
right? Why so much love with the sport?
It starts from my dad.
Okay.
You know my dad.
Yeah.
He's the biggest supporter of our cricket, and that's why it's one of our blessings that we had. Like my father, he really supported all three brothers, one older, Riaz, and my younger brother, Rahman, to play cricket. And he never stopped us. You know, typical Brown family, they want you to focus on school and put your focus into that. But my dad always supported us playing cricket. And obviously, we went to school and we finished all that stuff too. But he was our number one supporter in cricket. And obviously, my mom obviously supported it. But it's because my father, we all play cricket.
Right. Hey, by the way, for the viewers, that's his nickname. We call him Ray, so I'm going to go by that name, Ray. Uh, you're a tall guy.
Yeah.
I've seen you grown up. I mean, going to schools in Canada, growing up here, people talk about a lot of sports. There's baseball is very famous, ice hockey is very famous, and of course, you're a tall guy. I'm going to
Yeah.
ask about basketball, and I think when we talk, you have a little bit interest in basketball as
Yeah.
well. So why not try another sports and why cricket?
When I first started, I wasn't playing cricket. When Riaz was playing,
Yeah,
and he was playing Canada under 15 and stuff like that,
right,
I was playing baseball.
right,
And it's the same thing. I was hitting home runs there. I was a little bit more of a chubby kid, So like I was doing exactly what I was doing now, but on the baseball field. But honestly, I seen Riaz playing. My dad used to spend a lot of time with him, helping him train and support his cricket. So I just wanted to be like my brother. So and then my guys who I grew up in, the area that I grew up in at that time, had a couple of guys that played cricket. So we used to go to Caledonia Park,
right,
and we used to just play for fun. And it was like a bunch of just like I won't say hooligans, but just a bunch of kids practicing by themselves in the Caledonia nets.
yeah,
And then they used to have that firehouse where they had their club. And they're like, you guys want to play under 15? We could put a team in for you. And from there, we just started playing. So nobody really took me serious that I was going to play for Canada or like I was going to go on to play because my brother was a big name growing up. He was like the prodigy of the Canadian system at that time, Riaz. So I just wanted to be like my brother. So it ended up that I actually started playing, and then like I think a year later, we had under 15 trials, and I made the Canada 15 team, and ever since then,
just
yeah, yeah. So it's like a natural talent, and then I just wanted to be like my brother. To be honest, that's what it was.
I had an opportunity to play with Riaz, and then just because you're here, I'm going to mention him.
Yeah.
He was an amazing talent,
Yeah.
and he still is playing very
Yeah.
wonderful cricket. Ryan, let's talk about cricket a little bit. But for all the people watching us, he said he was a chubby kid. Look at that handsome guy now. All the girls, he's still single. All right, jokes aside, Ryan, let's talk about cricket. You played World Cup. You have represented Canada, and being part of cricket fraternity, someone who can bowl a little bit.
Yeah.
I know people fear when you're on song,
Yeah.
and it's more than often your song. What do you think you do differently than other batsmen that you're so successful of creating that aura or image of yourself as a batsman?
To be honest, I think it happened over time. Because obviously, I used to be a bowler. I used to be a fast bowler.
I'll talk about it.
I used to be a leg spinner, to be honest, when I started.
Really?
Yeah. And I used to bowl like in between. I didn't have a googly or anything. I used to bowl like a quicker ball. So
Right.
like it used to be pretty quick.
Yeah.
So how I went to bowling is like a little story as well.
Yeah.
We can get into that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's how I became that is that honestly, I just took a fearless approach. Obviously, in the beginning, I was inconsistent with it. Where
Yeah.
like one game I'll do it and I'll fail for a while. But I think it was just my confidence. I think I lied to myself for a long time until it actually started happening properly. And I tell people this, like sometimes confidence, it makes you do things that you know that you can do, but you believe in it so much that it'll work out. And obviously during the time when I was growing up, the cricket wasn't progressive like this. Like
Yeah,
meaning
yeah.
it was diamonds up and bat properly.
Everybody wants to play in the V,
Yeah,
make sure
yeah,
that it
yeah.
doesn't go in the
Yeah,
air.
like play on the
Yeah,
ground,
yeah,
you know.
exactly.
But I took the other approach. We were playing on grass this tall.
There's only mentioned,
So
of
like
course.
my saying, I even say it now, is like there's no grass in the air. So and then obviously I was blessed with like height and like power since I was young. So I just was one of the few guys who could clear the boundary. And I honestly, it sounds like not good, but I didn't listen to people
Okay.
because they wanted me to change into like, okay, this is not how you play cricket. But if you look at it now, I actually was forecasting the future because this is how everybody wants to play cricket now.
Exactly.
So I just stick to my guns and I was confident, to be honest.
Formats are becoming short and
Yeah.
short. I want to talk about your bowling,
Yeah.
Rayyan, and then we're going to talk about the Canadian cricket, your Canadian career,
Yeah.
and best moments of your career
Yeah.
so far. But you mentioned that you like to hit the ball.
Yeah.
W- Having a brother who's technically very
Yeah,
correct,
yeah.
who's older than you,
Yeah.
wouldn't he get annoyed when he watch you do that in the nets?
Honestly, I tell you the truth, Riaz has been my biggest supporter.
Okay.
You know, yes, if you look at us both, we're polar opposites.
Exactly,
In
when it comes to that.
personality,
Yeah.
in batting,
Yeah.
and bowling, he's a spinner. I was a fast bowler.
Yeah.
I won't say I'm fast. I'm medium pace now, maybe even slower than that. But he knows the type of talent that I am, and if you go on his social medias, he supports me to the fullest.
Of course
You
he
know
does,
what I mean? And he's my number one supporter, and he's my idol, of course, right? And there's nothing I can say that he hasn't supported me in. You know what I mean? So like he was, but it's so crazy because people come and say, "Your Riyadh bats so disciplined and so properly, and you're like wild." You know what I mean? He's like,
I wouldn't say wild.
No,
Wild.
but wild meaning like not like.
You're looking to hit the ball.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit the ball.
You're
You know what I
searching
mean?
for
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And his cricket actually helped my cricket because, like I said before, I was always good at hitting the ball. That was like a natural thing.
Right.
But I didn't know how to take the singles. I didn't know how to bat.
Right.
You know, I wasn't a batsman. I was a hitter of a ball.
Yeah.
But over the years, I worked so hard. I took some of his game, where his defense, his game setting, his mindset, how he is towards the game, and I added that to myself, and that's where my cricket took off. So like all my credit goes to two people: is my father, because he supported my cricket, and my brother, because he was the person I look after.
I have seen father around the games. Even
Yeah.
when I was playing with Riaz, younger, you were very young then.
Yeah.
He was always there supporting his son.
Yeah.
So that's an amazing feeling to have. Ray, you said you're a medium pacer now, so I'm just gonna tell a story. We were playing the very first global Zalmi tournament, which Pakistan PSL franchise Zalmi arranged in Dubai, and I had the opportunity to stand in the slips while this man was bowling. And I'm telling you, I was scared that if the ball edge, I won't be able to catch. It was raw pace. Ray, you could ball fast, man.
Yeah.
Maybe you're focused on batting way too much now, but you could ball fast in your days. But what I really want to know, as someone who loved fast bowling,
Yeah.
there's a passion with fast bowling.
Yeah.
There's aggression with fast bowling.
Yeah.
And batsman is not so much so. Well, you're batting with
Yeah.
aggression as well. What do you like more? Like, did you like your peak of when you were bowling that quick, or now, mashallah, you're making runs everywhere?
Yeah. Honestly, I liked my fast bowling because what I had was like both my batting and my bowling, to be honest, was raw talent.
Right,
It was like
right.
I didn't try. I didn't have an academy growing up. It was just me myself. I picked up a bat. I started playing. It was fun. Like in all my training throughout, I never joined the academy or coaching and stuff like that, where like I had a coach. I'll say, you know what I mean. I'm basically self-taught in all my cricket. You know, my dad would give me advice and stuff like that, but it was mostly like I just go out there, train with my friends, then I started training on my own. But my fast bowling was my main. Like I love fast bowling, and I was a spinner. Like so, like I would go to. So Riyadh at that time, Canada 19, he played it 3 times, so he would take me to practice.
Yeah.
So there was a coach at the time, I think you remember Courtney.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So in the nets, he's like, I used to bowl leg spin. He's like, why don't you do this bowl pace? You're
bowling fast.
arm ball is quick, or like whatever, slider, right?
Yeah.
Then I just took a full run up and I started bowling quick. And I started rushing guys in there, right? But obviously it was just me running in the wild and throwing it in. And from that day on, I never went back to spin. And I used to just bat and hit the ball, right?
Yeah.
And since then, I've been bowling pace. it's crazy. Like people don't know this. Like I actually debuted as an opening bowler for Canada first.
Yep.
In my first class
I
game. Right?
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then a few years later, I came back and I opened the batting. So
Right.
I'm one of the few. I don't think I'm the only guy who debuted as an opening fast bowler, and I opened I scored 100 international 100 for Canada as an
Right.
opening batsman.
All right. So let's talk about, you mentioned international
Yeah.
100 in Canada. So let's talk about the cricket now.
Yeah.
Right. A lot is happening around cricket in Canada, and talents like you are very unique.
Yeah.
So you have done so much. So I want my viewers to know,
Yeah.
what's your best moment in cricket playing for Canada so far?
My best moment is obviously scoring the 100 for
Scoring the
Canada,
100, of course.
right? In the
Tell us about it.
America qualifiers. So it was my first tour back as I was obviously in the system since I debuted as a fast bowler. Throughout the years, I played some series. Some series I was in the warm up tour, some series on high performance because I was still transitioning from being a bowler to a batsman, right?
Right.
Um, so when I fully transitioned, where I started scoring more runs consistently in domestic cricket, then trials, and then I got my chance in Americas. That was my first tour as a batsman for Canada, and I believe I think I scored the most runs for Americas for Canada in that series. I scored like about close to 380 runs.
Yep. Yep.
And I also had like 3 450s in a row where I tied like Brandon McCullum, Chris Gale, and all these guys. I think Secunda Raza just broke the record recently, or Puran, one of them broke the record where I had the most consecutive 50 plus scores, international scores.
Right.
So like I will say that obviously the 100 was my most proud moment, but I'll take it back a little further and give it a little more of a thing. My proudest moment is when I actually played my first class game for Canada, because that was the last first class game for Canada in Intercontinental Cup back in the day, and I debuted as a fast bowler and I bowled 27 overs. That was the most first time ever I bowled more than 10 overs.
And 27.
And I was like, I still have my whites that I have in my room. I still have the hat that I debuted with. That was probably because I was like 21 years old. You know, like it's crazy. You're gonna play a red ball game, right? Because we're not used to that.
Right.
And yeah, it was crazy. That was my proudest moment, I'll say.
That's amazing, Ray. I can relate. Back then, a long time ago in Toronto and District Cricket League, we had 2-day games, and I played one, and I had a very long spell. I
Yeah.
think 20, 25
Yeah.
overs or something. I was fatigued, and I am telling you, I was fatigued. And I was young, and I was still fatigued. Did you feel the same way?
Yeah,
Something
so
different?
I have a funny story for that. So it was my first tour, right?
Yeah.
So I had good seniors. Obviously, I had Jeremy Gordon,
Yeah.
Henry Osende,
Yeah.
Kurum Chauhan. These guys were like the seniors when they were the main fast bowlers
Main
at that
fast
time,
bowler
right?
for the squad, yeah.
So my roommate ended up being Henry,
Yeah.
right? So he's obviously been playing. He's a legend of the game in Canada. As
course.
he's probably our best fast bowler. Him and Casey Bai, right?
Well, Sunday, because you mentioned
There's three of them, I say. It's Casey Bai,
He has
Sana,
gotten,
and
sorry,
Osende.
I'm interrupting. He's gotten Ricky Ponting out in a World Cup
Yeah.
game. Sorry,
No,
just
no,
wanted to.
yeah. So he was my roommate, right?
Yeah.
So obviously we bowl first. I bowl, I think, 21, 22 overs in the day, right?
Yeah.
I come home, right?
Yeah.
It's in Dubai, right? So people like Dubai, you go outside, you go see the mall. I'm laid in my bed, like legs stretched, like, oh my, like I can't move because my body is never used to it. Henry,
Yeah.
he's up and about, going out to eat food and chilling, and I'm like, H, you gotta like, you're older. He's like older.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, and he's like nothing to him, and I'm their young guy that's like, what is going on? And I'm like, yo, this is something different, you know. And then after that, unfortunately, we didn't play another first class game, but like that was like one of my greatest experiences.
Okay. So, Canadian cricket, very competitive.
Yeah.
And we know that the competition is not only with the other team, there's a lot of talent out here. Ray, you have converted, as you mentioned, from going a fast bowler to becoming one of the top batsmen.
Yeah.
How difficult was it to adjust and making sure your spot remains there, and then you're still noticeable in the squad?
Yeah, so like I've told this like so like because I stopped bowling because I got injured, right?
Right.
So then I continued. The bowling was never the same. I never had the coaching to like develop into a proper fast bowler. I think that's like one of our issues that we have.
We
here,
have
right
that
here,
issues.
right?
Yeah.
So at a point where like some injuries were reoccurring over and again, like I still bowl now, right? And if I want to bowl quick, it takes a different type of fitness and like dedication, because if you want to be an all-rounder, right? It took me about like 10 years to fully switch over. Because in between, people still didn't believe it. They would just pick me on the team like, oh, Ray bats, but we need him to bowl. We need him to bowl.
Right.
But my heart, I knew that bowling is not gonna be. I'm not gonna be able to hold up.
That's not
So
your main art
yeah.
anymore.
So like, but between the 10 years, I used to shout out to Ontario Cricket Academy, Derek. I used to play for them in
Yeah.
between. He used to let me come to the facility at like 1 o'clock at night after I worked 2 jobs to come bat for 2 3 hours, and he never charged me nothing. He just took care of me because he was my coach under 15. So
Right.
like I want to give a shout out to him too. Like he's a big part of my why like my batting is this good, or I'm known in the country, right? I used to go train every night. After 2 days, like I used to work in a factory during the day. I used to work at Best Buy, and I used to go there at the night and bat from like 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. and then go back to work and this bat balls, bat balls, bat balls, bat balls, bat balls, and then eventually, obviously, that doesn't mean that you know how to bat,
Yeah.
but you learn the technique. You learn how to play balls over and over again. Muscle memory.
Yeah.
So like that was my biggest thing. And then when I went and played a lot of games outside of TND where I got to bat,
Yeah.
like I get to open in TND, I was still a fast bowler. So I used to just bat at number 7, number 8, score 50. They wouldn't let me go up the order. I'll just stay down there.
Right.
Ray, we need you to bowl, right?
Yeah.
But I went to go play for Highland Creek in Scarborough. I went to go play outside everywhere, and I started scoring hundreds there. Then I learned how to score hundreds. Then I came back to TND and I scored a double hundred there. I scored 100 there. Then they started to be like, okay. Then I went, when I started fully opening was when I was under 19. Mukesh Nurullah was our coach, right? And in one game against Scotland, under 19, I batted like number 4, number 5, and I scored like a 40 off like 12 balls,
Okay.
right? And then Mukesh was like, just go open and just do this. Okay? And
Cricket
then,
is changing in the meanwhile.
yeah,
as
so,
well,
so he's like, just go open and do this.
Yeah.
And then I scored like a 40 against Papua New Guinea. I scored a 40, 50 against, I think, USA. And then ever since then, I was opening the batting.
Okay, Ray, I want to jump into the Canadian cricket, and because you brought it up, I want to jump there. But before that, is there anything which is important to Rayyan Khan Pathan when it comes to international cricket, Canadian cricket, for your career? What would I know? You mentioned your best moment,
Yeah.
but something which is really memorable for you and something you want to relive.
I just want to relive, obviously, hope there's another World Cup coming up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I want to relive that moment again, obviously. I want to relive just going on back on the field with my guys. I want to relive scoring runs for my country, helping them win games. I just want to do what's best. Like I want to just fulfill my own potential.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? And I think every human or everybody should always be focused on fulfilling their own potential. You know, I feel like even I'll take this as myself. Like for a period of time, I'll say before this year, or even last year, I used to worry about what everyone was gonna think. I was always trying to prove like I gotta prove Salman wrong. I gotta prove this guy wrong. This guy wrong. This
That's
guy
right.
wrong.
It's
right.
what you're saying. It's problem with a lot of cricketers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so like-
your competition is yourself.
Yeah, and like if this guy scored runs, I gotta score more runs. They gotta do this. I gotta do this. Right. But that will put extra pressure on you, which you didn't need. Right. So this year, especially this year, I came in and expected like I prepare well. I work hard. During the week, I do my training. I know my dedication to the game, and just bat free and watch the ball. And this has probably been my best year of cricket, you know. And I know I say a lot of stories about I debuted first class and this and that. I just debuted at a young age. I'm still young. I'm a senior to a lot of guys, you know. But I've been around a lot, so and I get that respect now from the younger guys. And yeah, man, I just love the game, man. This is honestly what it is.
Well, just to be clear, he's a lot younger than me. Although I look 19, but he's still a lot younger than me. All right, Ryan. Let's talk about club cricket. You
Yeah.
worked very hard. You work very hard. I've seen you work very hard. You have very ethical ways of practicing. You're very disciplined on the games. When it comes to club cricket, not everyone is the same way.
Yeah.
Does it bother you?
Of course, because if cricket is an 11-man game,
It's a team
right?
game, yeah.
So it's me and 10 people.
Yeah.
So like if you ask like my Uzi teammates that we play, they'll see the intensity.
Yeah.
You know, they'll see how I play the game, right?
But what happens if somebody just doesn't have the capacity to meet your expectation?
It bothers me. I won't lie. It does bother me because I know the type of cricket that I want to play, but I also need to understand that some guys are recreational players. They
Fair
don't.
enough.
They come leaving their family just to spend like 3-4 hours T20 or 8 hours, 50 overs away from the family. Maybe enjoy the game that they love as well, right?
Yeah.
So there's a fine balance, but it also depends on what type of cricket you're playing.
Okay.
If I'm playing S9 cricket, everybody's serious. If I'm playing a lower division or like something that's not serious, you gotta understand that, right?
Yeah.
But I think when I bring that intensity, and a lot of guys do respect me, that they bring up their level to that because they know that if they're not that level, Ray's gonna be like, and you've played with me and you know
Yeah.
how I am, right?
Yeah.
So like it's just
You
like
basically raise the standard for everyone. That
yes,
I'm expecting better from you.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And
That
it's
really
not me
helps.
like
Yeah.
if I won't tell somebody if they can't do it, I won't tell them to do something they can't do.
Yeah.
All I ask is do what you can do to your capabilities, and I'm gonna do what I need to do to my capabilities,
Right.
and we're gonna be okay. But don't. I'm not gonna come here and you're gonna bring me down.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring you up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that should be good.
Right. I brought this question because the next question I'm going to ask you, or maybe I'm putting an idea in your head. You can bowl. You bowl spin. You can think like a spinner. You bowl fast bowler. You can think like a fast bowler. You bat well. You bat middle order. You bat top order. Did you ever thinking about leading a team in the club cricket to make sure maybe explore that maybe I have that talent to lead the team?
I think I do, right? And I always wanted to be a captain in any aspect, right? I obviously did in school cricket, but that's just because I was the best player there, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But yeah, obviously I want to be a captain of some domestic team,
Yeah.
right? Because I do think that I have that leadership quality,
Yeah.
and I do feel like I promote guys and I give them confidence,
Okay.
and I also know that fine balance off the field stuff where my personality is completely different.
Yeah, you're a very jolly person.
Yes, very jolly outside field. So I know how to keep a team together.
Right.
And I think as a leader, that's the main quality is how you keep your guys together. And at a certain point, you already know this. Like guys are good. You're not there to teach them cricket. You're there to manage them, right? And make sure you put them in positions where you could get the best out of them.
Right.
And I think I could do that well. But hopefully, one time I get an opportunity for it. If not, it's okay. Like I said, I don't look for this type of glory. I'm just there to play my game, score my runs, take my wickets, and let's do me, man.
All right, great. Great. Next question is a tough one. A lot of cricketers who play for Canada from club crickets, a lot of them are not born
Yeah.
and raised in Canada. You're one of few,
Yeah.
not only, but one of few who have made to the Canadian team, who are born and raised here. Do you think it puts extra challenge, or is it different from those who bring some kind of experience from back home?
Yeah, of course, it's an extra challenge because the training is different. I grew up different. They grew up different. They probably play cricket a lot more than us, right?
Right.
And when a person comes from like, let's say they come from outside, they've played good cricket back home,
Right.
so then they're usually much more mature. So they know their game. They know how to play the game the right way.
Yeah.
So I believe that we do need players like that because our system here doesn't allow us to mature the same way as somebody who's playing cricket, basically first class cricket back home and stuff like that.
Okay.
Now is how do we integrate the grassroots with that to make a good system so the guys who are local talents can also like benefit from those type of guys, right? But yeah, man, I go out there and I just do my best. I know as long as I work hard and I do my best, I can compete with anybody.
Okay.
And that's all I care about.
Okay, great. Let's talk about some fun part of the question. So, in Canada, you have raised playing cricket. You've been raised. You have grown up here on the cricket fields. If I ask you name one club which Ray feels from bottom of his heart that it's his home club, what would be that club? What would be the name of that club? I know it's a tough question, but I'm putting you on the spot.
Because I play for a few, you know.
I know, no, but you know, let me be honest. I played for I think over 60 teams in Canada, like in 20 years of my career. I mean, not 60, maybe 30. But I always feel that Brampton Master is my home club because that's where I started from. I played for them 10 years. Any club which you feel, regardless where I'm playing now, will always feel like home.
I have a couple of teams because I'll tell you, like you know how you still play for Masters now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I bounced around a lot more because like I was never, say, with one team growing up the whole time.
Yeah.
But there's two teams, and I'll say, like I said, I already said OCA was a big part of my development.
Right.
But like I say, Centurions.
Right.
And Vikings.
Vikings. Yes.
Those two teams.
Yeah.
Crandon, obviously, you know, Crandon was one of our best players in the country.
Yeah.
He actually took me in the nets and he's like, Ray, you could hit the ball, but learn how to take a single, right? He took me in the nets personally and started giving me throwdowns, but like, you can be one of the best players if you just learn how to take a single.
Right.
And he helped me a lot. And Centurions is because I played with them before, then I went to Vikings and I play with them now, right?
Okay.
So Uncle Mohan supported me a lot. So I'll say Vikings and Centurions and OCA. I know it's three teams, but I have to give a shout to all three of those guys.
Great.
Yeah.
That's a fair answer. All right, let's talk about other players than you. You've batted top order. You've bowled with fast bowlers. So I'm going to focus on those two. If Ray had a moment where he's seeing someone and you had a wow moment. Whoa, this guy can bowl. This guy got some pace. Name that cricketer. I'm talking about fast bowling right now.
Fast bowling?
Yeah.
International or like
No,
domestic?
I'm talking about Canada.
Oh, like
International.
Sana,
Kaleem.
Sana.
Right.
Zahid, Shehzad.
Zahid Shehzad.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like those two guys. When I first played Zahid,
Yeah.
was like okay,
Yeah.
because we're not used to playing guys who are that quick,
We're
right?
that quick, yeah.
And Sana's just so skillful.
Yeah.
He's also quick, but he has so much
He
skill.
can bring the ball
in,
and
out,
yeah.
and those guys. Because like he's played for Pakistan '19.
Yeah.
I think Zahid has played for Afghanistan. I don't know, but he's
No.
played first class cricket.
But he has played a good level of cricket.
So I'll say like fast bowling wise, those guys was like Sana. When I played first place, Sana was a little tough.
Yeah.
Even I'll say a name, Cecil. When I played Cecil in his I won't say he's outside of his prime, but when he was on song, he wasn't the quickest guy, but his skill was unbelievable.
It's not about Cecil, but I'm telling you, I played against him in 40th over, and the ball was reversing. I haven't seen someone reverse the ball.
It's skill.
Yeah. Anyways, let's talk about the batsman.
Yeah.
Any batsman who's opening the batting and heading the ball. I have few in my mind. You are one of them, actually, who I feel like I want to watch this guy bat. Does Ray have a batsman who he just wants to watch bat in your career, not just now?
Yeah, it's my brother.
It's your brother. Yeah. You love to watch him bat.
I love to watch him bat. I know like we're completely opposite.
Yeah.
But he is like the best 50 over batsman in the country. I truly believe that. And not because he's my brother. I know it's going to sound biased because he is my brother. But even if he wasn't, I would go like take my lawn chair and sit down and watch him bat.
Their team dominated S9 season this year. They're top of the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he must have been. He's part of the team, so he must be performing. What about T20? Like someone who hits the ball.
Oh, T20? A couple of guys I have.
Yeah.
Naeem Iqbal.
Name is there.
Naeem. T20, AJ, Aaron Johnson.
AJ, of course.
What a talent. I could give you Ali Nadeem.
Ali Bhai.
I'm trying to think now.
Yeah.
Because usually people say my name. So like, I'm thinking. But there's one more guy that I think in T20s is really good. I think those are guys like I would like if I go to a ground and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna stay for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So like I'm trying to think now, but those guys like I will stay and watch. Oh, Shubham Sharma.
Shubham Bhai.
Oh, he can bat. I guess. So those guys I'll say.
Yeah. All right. So we're running out of time, and we can keep talking all day about cricket, but we have time limitation. I'm gonna play a rapid fire game with you.
Okay.
But before that, let me ask you a little controversial question. There are about 9, 10, 11, 12 leagues around GTA. I know you travel around the country, outside the country, but specifically talking about GTA cricket. And I'm not talking about 50 overs because everyone, I think there's a consensus that S9 is the top level. What about T20? What league is there which you feel, okay, I'm excited to go play a T20 game in that league?
Obviously, 50 overs S9.
Yeah.
That's been there for a while. So it's gonna be T20, BDCL, T20 night. Probably will say that will be competition wise the best T20 comp in the country.
Yeah.
And BCL T20, I know it's up and coming, but BCL I truly believe has the most well-rounded, like from 8 teams, they're all good teams.
They're all good teams. There's no weak links.
There's no like weak team that you're like, okay, right?
These are given points.
Yes, like I think BCL is also catching up a little bit. And if guys that are playing S9 that go to play BDCL T20 come move over there, it'll be the same thing. Because I think that those two are, I still think BDCL is still at the top, but BCL is not far off.
Yeah, another league that I played in this year for the first time was BSL. Great atmosphere and like they have it like really professionally ran. So I'll say BSL is also up and coming and a very good competitive league.
I know the answer, but for the viewers, I want to know, where are you playing S9 this year?
I play for Centurions.
You're playing for Centurions. Who is the team you think, and don't be biased this time, don't say Toronto because they're top of the table. Who is the best team in last 3 years?
Centurions. We've won. I think we only lost last year.
Yeah.
The year before we won 2 years in a row.
They had a tough year this year.
Yeah, they had a tough year this year.
Yeah.
But that's for different reasons. But the last 2 years before that we won. And I won 3 times the Vikings, so let's not I got rings. I got rings, you know? So
that's fair enough. A team which Rayyan dislike. I wouldn't use hate, the word you use. Dislike to play against.
Oh, dislike to play against?
Yeah.
Not really anybody like I hate. I won't I don't want to say dislike. No, I like everybody.
Yeah. You mean There could be a couple of reasons: lack of competition, or too competitive, maybe sledging, maybe too annoying.
To
Anything.
be honest, I prefer Centurions. So I think people like to play us. So I'll say if I didn't play against Centurions. You know what I mean?
That's an answer to have. Yeah. All right, Ryan. It's good talking to you. I am going to ask you to give viewer a message, but before that, I'm gonna play a fun game of rapid fire with you. Um, and I'm gonna try to get you in trouble with that. Let's start with international cricket, and of course, I'm not gonna talk about Canada. So, Ryan is part of selection committee. He has to pick one batsman out of these two at their prime for Test cricket.
Okay.
Virat Kohli or Sachin Tendulkar?
Virat Kohli, easy.
For Test,
Easy.
ODI, same question.
Virat Kohli is the greatest batsman of all time, brother.
T20. Are you sure? Because I
100%.
disagree.
That's
Maybe
fine.
maybe you're too young to have watched Sachin bat.
Virat Kohli is a different animal, brother.
All right.
All formats he dominated, all formats he won.
All right. Let me repeat this question with different options. Test cricket, Sangakkara or Jayawardene?
Sangakkara.
Okay.
I think he's the greatest left-hander batsman of all time. So
Okay.
that includes Brian Lara.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a big statement. All right. Joe Root or Williamson?
Joe Root. Oh, come on. Joe Root's the greatest Test batsman of this generation. Yeah, that's easy.
Okay. Best captain.
MS Dhoni. Don't even need to give me an option. Don't start. this.
I wasn't gonna give you Dhoni as an option. Ricky Ponting or Joe Root?
No, Ricky Ponting.
He's won a couple of World Cups.
Oh,
Okay.
couple? I think he's won more than a couple, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, a couple of World Cups. Back then there was no T20.
Yeah.
So. All right. If Rayyan Khan is opening and there are two bowlers which he won't want to face, which one would it be out of these two? Shoaib Akhtar or Wasim Akram?
Wasim Akram. Shoaib Akhtar's pace, but Wasim Akram swings his ball in, out,
All
no
right.
way.
Fair enough. If Rayyan is batting and a spinner is bowling, who would he wouldn't want to face? Uzi Chahal or Saeed Ajmal?
Oh. Saeed Ajmal in his prime was dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Rayyan, if two teams
And I'm playing with him in Mississauga Masters this year. So shout out
Good
to
luck.
him. Yeah.
He's your teammate.
Yeah.
All right. So if Canada is playing a World Cup semi-final, out of these two teams, which Rayyan wouldn't want to be playing against?
Okay.
India or Australia?
Wouldn't want to be playing against?
Yeah, you don't want to be playing against them.
India.
You're semi-final.
India.
So you would want to play against Australia? You
Yeah,
think?
India's the best team in the world right now. It's not even close, man.
Okay. So you want to play against Australia rather than India?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Rayyan, club cricket. Two bowlers are bowling. Rayyan is batting and Rayyan doesn't want to. Rayyan is excited to play against.
Excited to play?
Excited.
Okay,
You want to,
I'm
like-
not scared to play against
Yeah.
anyone.
This is the bowler. I'm
Two
gonna-
bowlers?
Yeah, two bowlers.
Sana?
No. You listen to the
sorry,
question.
sorry.
So these two are. I'm gonna give you two options. Rayyan has to score big runs because that's a match situation, and there are two options. Which would you like to be bowling? Kaleem Sana or Cecil at his prime?
Oh.
They're big bowlers. They both are great bowlers. That's a compliment to them already. That we're
I
mentioning.
played Sana like two. I mean, I'm sorry. I played Cecil like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I scored 100 that game. But
You have to. Okay, let me make it easier for you. You have to score 18 plus runs in an over.
oh,
18 plus.
I
runs.
think getting 18 plus on both of them will be impossible.
If Rayyan at his peak, two batsmen are there. Who wouldn't Rayyan want to bowl? Ramesh
Oh, when
Durrani
I'm
and
bowling?
David Ball. Yeah, you're at your peak.
Man, I could bowl to both those guys, man.
So
Come on, I could
both
bowl
of
to
these
both
guys, all
of them.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, Rayyan, one last question, and for cricket, who is a bowler in international cricket? Rayyan today in modern cricket in this time, Rayyan wouldn't want to be facing.
Wouldn't want to be
You
facing?
wouldn't want to be facing.
I know. I want to face all the fast bowlers. So when in the World Cup, I really wanted to face Bumrah.
You want to face.
I
him.
wanted to face him, and I was playing that game, but it rained out.
Yeah.
So I'll say I wouldn't want to face him because he's the best in the world, but I also want to face him. You know what I mean? So I would. It's my confidence. I wouldn't say I don't want to face anyone.
The team you want to play most against?
India.
India.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's go to a little more fun part of the game. Hollywood or Bollywood?
Hollywood or Bollywood?
Yeah. Pick one. Quick. It's rapid.
Oh,
fire.
okay. Hollywood.
All right. Okay. Titanic or Mission Impossible?
Titanic.
Okay. What is your favorite movie of all time?
Goodwill Hunting.
Why are most cricketers giving me the same answers?
Goodwill Hunting is a beautiful movie, man.
Okay.
Or
Uh,
Troy.
Playing Going for a tour, non-cricket tour, what would Ryan prefer? Switzerland or Middle East, Dubai?
Middle East.
Middle East.
Anywhere in the Middle East. Yeah.
Really? You love Middle East?
Yes.
Ryan, I don't think I have any questions which can get you in trouble, but I am going to ask you who's a better opener, Ramesh Durrani or Naeem Iqbal? Because you gave me those names, so I'm going to put you on spot.
Oh man,
Who's a better opener right now?
Naeem Iqbal.
Naeem Iqbal. Who's a better fast bowler in club cricket? Zahid Shirzad or Irfan Sadat?
Zayed.
Okay. Who is best wicket keeper in club cricket in Canada right now?
Bismillah.
Bismillah. Great. Ryan, thank you so much. It was pleasure, and I can keep talking to you about club cricket. Um, I would want you to talk to viewers. If you want to say something to the viewers, what would that be?
I would say that everything that I've gotten is off of hard work and dedication. And if you put your mind to it and you really, really want to achieve it, you can do anything in the world. And that's just not in cricket, that's just in life. So I would recommend everybody just try to fulfill their potential and get the best out of whatever Allah has put you on this earth to do. And I pray for you guys, for all you guys.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Viewers, this was another episode of the Canadian Cricketer. My heart is not filled because I can keep continuing talking to Ryan. I've seen him grow. He is one of my favorite cricketers in Canada. And believe me when I say cricketer, I'm not saying batsman or bowler because I have seen him do everything. And when he does anything, he does it with full heart and he tries to win the game. He's hungry for the success all the time. That's what makes you successful in anything, be it cricket, be it any sport, or be it any field of work. With that, I'll take your leave. Keep us in your prayers. See you next time.